All right, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think that Las Vegas is pulling into the lead when it comes to landing the Oakland Athletics. I can't believe those words are even coming out of my mouth. I've been as high as 60% in favor of Oakland when they were doing all the things right, working hard, getting the EIR certified, getting Port Priority Use Area designation removed from Howard Terminal. They were chugging along, and then they hit a screeching halt towards the end of 2022. Las Vegas has been a threat, but not much of one until very recently. And what changed? The Rio site. Recently, the A's announced the Rio site as a potential candidate for a new ballpark. And if you look at it, it makes a whole lot of sense. There's a lot of acreage there to build. The Rio is now run by a company called Dreamscape. They have $850 million raised to renovate that hotel. If they renovate that hotel and resort, get a ballpark in there, I think it's going to do a whole lot for that company. And that is why they would be willing to play ball. Now, I'm not a Vegas insider, never claimed to be, but I do hear a lot of things. And right now I'm hearing that the Rio is pulling into the lead in Vegas, over the Tropicana, over the Circus Festival ground sites. The Rio is now the favorite destination for the A's. And I think Rio might be the way that they end up in Las Vegas. Now, what's up with Rio? It's on the other side of the Strip, but so is Allegiant Stadium. And there's a really good graphic by a blog called Vital Vegas. You should see this. The surplus land in the Rio, you could fit Allegiant Stadium and T-Mobile Arena in there, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, the Rio is a legitimate threat. And the A's are lobbying like crazy right now to get some funds. And if you look at what's going on March 20th, they're opening the introduction of bills in their legislative sessions. June 5th, that session closes. So between March and June, we're going to know a whole lot more about whether or not the A's actually could end up in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, in Oakland, it's been crickets. Nothing's going on out here. Now, I don't want to place the blame on the city. I don't want to place the blame on the A's. It takes two to tango there. It just seems like absolutely nothing is happening here. Meanwhile, there's a ton of lobbying and a ton of interest in this Rio site. And that's a big concern for me. If you read the tea leaves, it's not looking great. Now let's calm everybody down here. I know what I just said may scare people. But the A's choosing a site, if they came out and said the Rio's the spot, that's where we want to build in Las Vegas, it doesn't mean they're going to move to Las Vegas. Right? Remember Cisco Field in Fremont? Remember all the A's plans in San Jose? Heck, they've already chosen a site in Oakland, Howard Terminal. So choosing a site doesn't mean you're going to actually go there. It doesn't mean you're actually going to end up there. A lot of things still need to happen. A lot of things need to break in the A's favor. So just because they choose a site doesn't mean it's over, but it sure isn't good if you're rooting for the A's to stay here in Oakland. When could that announcement come? I bet you by the summer. That's big. We might know by June. And the A's have to decide if they're going to extend their lease with the Port by May. So I think May and June are going to be huge months for the future of the Oakland Athletics, or maybe the Las Vegas Athletics. Ugh. We'll find out. Will the public funds be there? Will the A's really uproot and go? I still think it would be a whole lot easier to build on that Rio site than it probably would to fund infrastructure to build on the Port of Oakland. That's concerning to me. Now, I've always said I think the Oakland A's should stay here, and I think Las Vegas should get an expansion team. Well, recently, the Grand Marshal of the Pocono race in Las Vegas, one Bryce Harper, Las Vegas native, echoed that very sentiment.
You know, I think they need an expansion. I don't think a team can come here and thrive kind of like the Knights did. You know, the Knights are an expansion team, and I think having a team like the Knights come in that's an expansion, it's a lot different than, you know, having another Major League Baseball team come in here and try to thrive. So I think they definitely need to do an expansion if they're going to come here.
All right, so let's talk really quickly about what Bryce Harper said. I totally agree. An expansion team should be the way Las Vegas gets baseball. But if the relocation fee is waived, the A's are the absolute cheapest opportunity for Las Vegas to get Major League Baseball, because an expansion fee is a whole other thing. If they don't have to pay a relocation fee to steal Oakland's team, it's going to be much cheaper than if they get their own expansion. Maybe Bryce Harper could be part of a group, an ownership group, Vegas-based, that would lure baseball in an expansion. But we haven't seen anything like that pop up yet. Conversely, we haven't seen anything like that pop up in Oakland either, right? When the Giants were getting ready to leave for St. Petersburg, a group of people came together to save the Giants here in the Bay. That has just not happened in Oakland yet. No one's rallied around, created a group to try to save baseball in Oakland. All the hopes land and fall on the shoulders of John Fisher, Dave Kaval, and the Oakland A's. There's no other outside group of powerful, influential people trying to save the team in Oakland. Maybe after they select the Rio site and say they're really interested in going, that last-ditch effort could happen, but so far it has not. And I think that's a big concern. Where are the power players trying to save Oakland baseball? All right, that's all I got for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, follow me everywhere. I'll keep you posted. But for now, dropping my prediction down. 50-50, no longer. 55-45 Vegas.